Hi, it's Gina. I am coming on to do a little stamping manicure and talk a little more in depth about the stamper that I use, the way that I scrape, how much pressure I use when I pick up the image, just a few little hopefully helpful hints that will make stamping easier for those of you that are new to it and want to give it a shot. It really is just a tremendous amount of fun. I absolutely love it. The options are endless. It's just a lot of fun. So let me get into it. I'm going to be using this plate. This is by Uber Chic, and it is plate set 2, plate 1. And I want to use this image right here. I'm going to use MDU in number 25, which is pastel pink. And what I have on my nails right now was a recommendation from Sentinel Kitty. She said that this didn't look like anything in the bottle. It wasn't one that she normally would have picked up, but it's a beautiful color on. And I agree. I really like it. This is like as nude as this girl can possibly go, but I really like the way that looks. And I've been wearing this for about 3 days. And it's time to spice it up a little. So Making Moths is the name of that, number 155. Awesome formula, beautiful color. This is the stamper that I prefer. I have the Creative Shop stamper and a few other ones. Let me show you the other ones that I've got, just because we're talking about it. This is the Creative Shop stamper. It's kind of sticky, but the firmness is pretty much the same as this. This is the Winstonia Stamper. I don't think they're selling this anymore, but it doesn't matter because you can get something that looks just exactly like it on Amazon. I will include the link down below. So the Creative Shop stamper is great. I mean, it picks up just fine and everything, but it's massive. I mean, look at that. You know, my nail fits just fine on this one. I guess if your nails were huge, or if you could pick up one image and then stamp like 3 nails going around, that would be helpful. But yeah, I just love this one. It's just easier to deal with. If you want to pick up one image, it's easier to pick up one image. Anyway. So I like this stamper. I can stamp more than 1 nail. I can stamp 2 with the same image on this one. And I like this one for centering images that need to be centered. I just find that this one's easier. This one came in a set of 2 or 3. I think it came in a set of 3. I'll see if I can find a link. I'm not sure if I bought it on Amazon. I'll see if I can find a link for these. It might have been an eBay purchase, but I gave one to each of my daughters. So this is the last one that I have. I also have 2 Conad stampers, just a little single-sided Conad stamper, and it's got like a pink end, just like this. It's real firm, but I don't prefer those now. So that's what I've got for stampers, and the ones that I prefer, this here is my favorite. It's easy to hold, it's easy to work with, it's perfect, it's nice and squishy, picks up everything. It's great. So I also use this thing. This is by a company called ASP, and you can buy this at Sally's. I think it's like $4. It's the cotton claw. You just grab your little cotton so you don't screw your nails up while you're trying to clean off your plate. So you just clean your image. Use 100% acetone when you're cleaning your plate and you're cleaning your stamper head. A lot of people use the roll, the sticky roll, the lint roller. I have that. I've tried it. I think it leaves a residue on the stamper head. At least my lint roller head thingy tape does. And I don't get as clean of pickups when I use that. So I use 100% acetone always. I don't even have any other kind of acetone. So make sure that, you know, even if you have acrylics and you're doing stamping and, you know, painting your own acrylics, that you have 100% acetone on hand to clean your stamper head and your plates with. Now I know that you have to be cautious about how much 100% acetone you use on acrylic because it'll dissolve it. But for these things, it's mandatory. It's very important. If you don't use 100% acetone, there are conditioners and other chemicals in regular nail polish remover that will leave like a residue on the plate and your stamper head, and you won't be able to pick up the image at all or very poorly. So I did want to mention that. So I am going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to put some polish on here. This is really thick. So I got a whole ton of new MDU polishes and I need to haul them because they're great. MDU is my preferred stamping polish. It's phenomenal and it's not very expensive. It's like $3.50 a bottle. It ships from Mexico, so you have to be patient, but it is worth it. So I just give it a scrape. Do you see how much pressure I'm putting? It's not a whole lot. If you do one scrape and you get a clean scrape, then there's no need to scrape anymore. When I push down, I push directly down and pick straight up. And there is the image. So my stamper head is a little stained. I'm not going to try to stamp that on my nail right now because it's probably dried up a little too much. You got to move a little quick. MDU gives you a lot of work time, but you know, not enough to fart around like that. So I'm going to do it again. And you really don't need that much polish on here. I just, I don't know, I always end up using too much. Straight down. You don't have to put a whole lot of pressure on it. And then just figure out where you want to stamp it. And you can push straight down into the image and rock a little and pull up. But I'll tell you that the best way to do it is to roll it across the nail. See, this didn't transfer too well. And probably because I have hand cream on. So what you probably will want to do before getting into this is, I'm going to take this off because I don't like the way that turned out. So I just hit it a few times with my nail polish remover just to take that off. I have Sesh Bead on top of here. So I have rubbing alcohol. I'm going to go ahead and clean my nails. Oops, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and clean my nails off so that they will take the polish. So this is just rubbing alcohol. Just going to give it a quick schwickle. Clean them off real quick. Yeah, if you've got cuticle oil on, you know, which probably is on here from earlier, and you know, hand cream and that kind of stuff, you want to clean that off. I should have done that beforehand. Unprepared as usual. The other thing that you want to have on hand is tape. If you're using MDU polish, it just works easier to clean up around the cuticles. Or you can do liquid palisades or liquid latex. I still have yet to try that. One of these days I'll get to it. But not today. So let's give that a shot again, and this time I'm gonna actually roll it on, which works better. You got to clean this off too. So let me do that. Just press down and pick it right back up. You don't have to use a whole lot of pressure. Line up the image wherever you want it on your nail and roll it across. It doesn't take a whole lot of pressure, and you get a really nice little stamped image. So let's do another. You don't have to clean this off every single time, the plate I mean. You'll notice if the image stops picking up cleanly, then you know you need to clean it. But if it's picking up fine, then carry on. I normally will go about three times with the same, without cleaning it. It's important to check to make sure that the image picked up decent so that you're not, I'm sorry, I hope I was on camera. It's also kind of fun to turn the image and stamp in different directions. This one's kind of like in a line this way, so you kind of only get two options. I should have cleaned it that time and I didn't, but we'll see how it picks up. And I'm missing some, you see, maybe, see how I'm missing some of this star here. That lets you know that the polish is beginning to dry on the plate, so there's not enough wet polish in there to be picked up. So that tells you it's time to clean. Now I gotta clean, whoop, don't want to stamp that one again. I'm gonna turn it just a little. Give it a swirl. Clean the stamper head. And do it again. I like to move as quickly as possible. Line it up, roll it on. Now I want to clean up whatever's on my cuticles with the tape. Can you see? Hopefully. Do this in frame. This just works really well. I got this from Nail Stamp for Fun. If you're interested in stamping, follow her. She's amazing. She comes up with some of the most beautiful designs. She's very talented, very creative. Anyway, that's Nail Stamp number 4, F-U-N. She's amazing. Okay, I'm done doing that bit. Got both hands. I'm going to clean up this hand, but I did want to come on and say a little something about this scraper. The Creative Shop stamper came with a scraper, but it was very thin, and I just don't prefer that. I would suggest a thicker card, like a store rewards card, or a key card from a hotel. This one is like a miniature sized credit card type card. It's from a cheeky set. When you're scraping, scrape at like a 45-degree angle to the image. Seems to work best. If you scrape once and you don't get it looks like the image isn't completely filled, scrape it again. If you're using multiple colors to, do some kind of gradient, then you'll want to scrape it like 3, maybe 4 times to get the colors to blend at the line between the colors. So I did want to mention that. Try to get yourself a firmer card to start with. Okay, so everything's all cleaned up. I'm ready to go. I think on my ring fingers, I'm gonna put a few of these. They're kind of flat little dots. They're really cute. I've been dying to use them. So I say now is as good a time as any. Can you see what I'm doing? Let me move so you can. I'm gonna put a little dibble of top coat in the center of each one of these stars and pick up the doodad with the brush and stick them right in the center of the stars. Close counts. It doesn't have to be perfect. Wow, that's super cute. I like it. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit and top coat it. I will also put dots on my other hand and come back and show you the finished manicure. So here's the finished manicure. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments. I'd be happy to respond. If you have any requests for videos, put those down there too. Until next time, bye.